Welcome to another Balanced Body podcast. My name is Chantel Lopez, and I am co-owner of Pilates Collective in Sebastopol, California. Today helping me is Melissa Kakavas, and we're going to be working on a version of standing spine stretch, which is a much more challenging version of the classic spine stretch on the mat. It's an exercise that you can add in to increase the challenge of any mat work that you're doing currently. It's going to help you develop the hamstrings and deepen low back and deep abdominal strength. So Melissa's going to start with a slightly wide stance, and I like to usually to facilitate the forward fold to have her stand slightly internally rotated, just very gently, and this should be comfortable on your knees and your ankles. She's going to take her arms out to the side. Take a breath in, and very slowly she's going to start to tip forward right at the hips, keeping her neck in line with the rest of her spine without letting her weight shift back into her heels. So part of the challenge of this exercise is to keep the weight forward on the toes. So there's actually a little space under the heels. And she's going to keep the sit bones widening, reaching the crown of the head across the room as she reaches the sit bones behind her. Take a breath into the rib cage, and as you exhale, without changing the spine, just hug the abdominals. Inhale one more time, just staying there, really feeling the lift of the sit bones, the activation of the hamstrings. Exhale as she deepens. On the next inhale, she's going to lengthen out and come up in a flat back position, lowering her heels and resting her arms. So that's the beginning position. We're going to do that 2 more times, making sure that there's no pain or discomfort in the back of the knees. Commonly, it's very easy to shift the weight back and hyperextend the knees. So there's a lot of lift through the inner thighs and from the heel to the back of the knee to the line of the glutes. So let's do that 2 more times, and then we'll add on another challenge. So inhaling the arms out. Exhale, she's going to tip forward, widening the sit bones, making sure the ribs stay connected. Beautiful. 3 breaths here, Melissa. Inhale into the ribs. Exhale, deepening the core, narrowing front to back and side to side. Inhale 2 more times, and exhale. And I'm noticing, and I want you to notice what the legs are doing, how your knees feel in this position. Put a little more weight forward on the toes for extra challenge. Beautiful. And on the next inhale, she's going to lengthen out and come up, letting her heels settle and relax the arms. 1 more time. Inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale, she tips forward. Weight comes onto the toes right away as if you were standing up against a wall. Inhale 3 and exhale. So you can take a quick inhale or you can take a nice deep long inhale. Deepen the exhale. Keep the shoulders broad. Deepen the abdominals. And then on this last inhale, she reaches the crown of the head towards the wall and comes all the way up. And then bring your arms together and then step your feet together and then just bend your knees a couple of times. Yeah, just to relax the legs. It's a lot of work through the whole back line of the legs, so even if you're being careful not to hyperextend, there's still a lot of work happening. So we're going to add on a little challenge. She's going to come forward into the same position and add some pelvic curls, so mimicking something like spine stretch. Ready? So legs go out wide, slightly internally rotated. She takes the arms out to the side and slowly keep the ribs connected. You can also do this standing up against a wall, which is a really interesting experience to feel that you're not setting back, but that you're actually feeling this energy move out away from the wall. So from here, without affecting too much of the upper spine, take a breath in, Melissa. She's going to exhale and take a tiny little pelvic curl and then release it back to neutral. Stay soft in the shoulders, lower the arms down just a little. There you go. And then the next exhale, little curl. There's a lift from the heel all the way up to the sit bones as she curls. Last one. Exhale as you curl. Good. And then lengthen out. Take a big sniff in, reach the crown of the head, and then she comes all the way up to standing and let the arms rest. And that's it. And you can do 2 to more repetitions of the second exercise with the added pelvic curls if you're really up for another challenge. All right, that's it. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you again.